General Manager Andrew Berry's audacious moves, trading Kenny Pickett to the Raiders, sidelining Deshaun Watson, and purging an ineffective offensive line, have thrust the 5th-round rookie into the spotlight as the frontrunner for QB2 behind Joe Flacco. With Dillon Gabriel's 5'11" frame drawing skepticism and Flacco's tenure nearing its end, Sanders' blend of physical tools, poise, and relentless work ethic has sparked a seismic shift in Cleveland. Head coach Kevin Stefanski's bold declaration that Sanders will be the emergency quarterback, coupled with the addition of Bailey Zappe as a depth piece, signals a clear bet on the young star's potential. As analysts like Stephen A. Smith, Nick Wright, and Mike Tannenbaum rally behind Sanders and trade rumors swirl around Gabriel, the Browns stand at a crossroads. Is Sanders the franchise's future, ready to seize the QB1 mantle? Or will Gabriel's grit keep him in the fight? This is the story of a pivotal moment where ambition, scrutiny, and hope collide, set against the chaotic backdrop of the NFL's 2025 preseason frenzy. The Browns' quarterback room was a quagmire entering training camp. Watson, on the physically unable to perform list with an Achilles injury, is out for most of 2025. Pickett, once the presumed starter, faltered with a hamstring injury and inconsistent play, leading to his trade to Las Vegas. Gabriel, a 3rd-round pick from Oregon, dazzled with mobility and short area accuracy, 15 of 22 for 165 yards and a touchdown in the preseason, but his height in the 3rd percentile for NFL quarterbacks raised red flags. Sanders, the Colorado product drafted 144th overall, arrived with a famous name and a chip on his shoulder. His college stats: 74% completion, 3,230 yards, 27 touchdowns in 2024, hinted at elite potential, but his preseason was a roller coaster. Against Carolina, he shone, going 14 of 23 for 138 yards and 2 touchdowns. Yet in the finale against the Rams, he struggled, completing 3 of 6 passes for 14 yards while taking 5 sacks behind a porous line. Critics pounced, calling him overhyped. Berry, undeterred, saw a 6'2", 215-pound quarterback with the tools to transcend. Berry's response was ruthless. After Sanders' dismal finale, he cut or reassigned the entire offensive line. Guards: Joel Bitonio and Wyatt Teller, tackles Jack Conklin and DeJuan Jones, and center Ethan Posich. The move stunned the NFL, a clear message: no excuses, no weak links. "We're building for Shedeur to succeed," Berry declared, introducing a revamped line featuring Jedrick Wills Jr. and rookie Ariante Ursary, a 6'6", 330-pound force. This wasn't just about protection, it was about culture. Sanders' training camp, 69% completion, 12 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, showed consistency and poise, outpacing Gabriel's flashes. Berry's faith in Sanders, unwavering despite external noise, positions him as the QB2 with Flacco at 40 serving as a bridge. The addition of Bailey Zappe, reported by Mary Kay Cabot, isn't a challenge to Sanders but insurance, a practice arm to mentor the young core while ensuring depth. Zappe's role, focused on preparation, not starting, underscores Berry's commitment to Sanders as the future. Stefanski's evolving stance is telling. Early in camp, he critiqued Sanders, urging him to master the system, but Pickett's departure and Sanders' camp dominance, 74% completion, 4.1 touchdown to interception ratio, forced a pivot. "I'm committed to Shedeur's development," Stefanski said recently, a stark shift from his earlier skepticism. The timing aligns with Sanders' intangibles, his work ethic, communication, and ability to rally teammates. Analysts are aligning behind Sanders. Nick Wright, on First Things First, called him the natural choice for QB2, citing his physical edge and camp stats. "Sanders has the height, the arm, the presence," Wright said, contrasting him with Gabriel, whose size limits his ceiling. Mike Tannenbaum on ESPN gave Gabriel credit for poise, but echoed concerns about his height. Drew Brees was an outlier, Tannenbaum said. Sanders' 6'2" frame fits the NFL mold. Mike Florio on Pro Football Talk suggested Gabriel's trade value is rising, with teams like the Saints and Colts showing interest post-Pickett. Florio noted Sanders' untouchable status due to his fan base, warning that trading him could spark backlash. Rich Eisen on his show predicted Sanders could claim QB1 by mid-season if Gabriel is moved. "The momentum is building," Eisen said. "Sanders is destined to start. The Zappe signing, per Cabot, is a strategic hedge, not a threat. Zappe, a former Patriots backup, brings experience to guide Sanders and Gabriel in practice, but his role is limited." Cabot reported Gabriel's trade buzz, fueled by his mobility and college pedigree. 73% completion, 161 QB rating at Oregon, but his size, labeled a cardinal sin by Wright, makes him expendable. Sanders, by contrast, offers durability, vision, and a knack for big plays like his 30-yard strike to Luke Florea against Carolina. Barry's revamped offense, adding tight end David Njoku and rookie receiver Roman Wilson, caters to Sanders' strengths, quick releases, and play action. The Browns' 2025 projection, a grim 5-12 per ESPN, demands a spark. Flacco provides stability, but Sanders is the wildfire Cleveland craves. The NFL's August 2025 chaos mirrors this saga. The Cowboys' Micah Parsons trade and the Commanders' Laramie Tunsil deal reflect a league unafraid of bold bets. In entertainment, Lil Meech's $120 million BMF Empire accusation against Rick Ross parallels Barry's high-stakes gamble. Risks loom, the new line is untested, and Sanders' inexperience could falter against defenses like Baltimore's in Week 2. Gabriel's mobility, 1,095 rushing yards in college, offers a wild card, and if Stefanski leans too long on Flacco, fan frustration could boil over. Yet Sanders' trajectory is clear. His camp consistency, physical tools, and mental toughness position him as the heir apparent. If Gabriel is traded, as Florio suggests, Sanders could be QB1 by November, a seismic shift for a franchise starved for hope. Can Sanders seize this moment? His college pedigree and locker room leadership say yes, but the NFL is brutal. Will Gabriel's grit keep him in the race, or will his size doom him? Is Stefanski's caution wise, or a career killer? Drop your take below. Sanders or Gabriel? For QB2, comment Sanders SZN if you're all in on Shedeur, and smash that like button. Subscribe and turn on notifications. This quarterback battle is Cleveland's reckoning.